All right, I have given the link to Stephanie. I'm going to go ahead and talk with her first, and we'll get everybody in here one by one. Each of these people has made the finale. So this is kind of like their last statement before everything goes down tomorrow. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello, Rory.
Once again, I'm going to congratulate you on making finale for this season.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to be spilling a little bit of, well, we're going to be talking about your game a
Okay.
bit. So that means I'm going to be revealing to you some information you didn't know before this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so you, for the first time in the history of this entire game, you are the first person to go start to finish without ever receiving a vote.
Oh, really?
Not even in night rounds.
Really?
Not kidding.
How cool is that?
So no matter what happens, you are going down in the history books this season.
Wow.
All right. If
Never
you want to,
received a vote.
never received a vote, and honestly, like votes in finale, I don't count anyway.
Uh,
Plus,
uh,
I've never had a voting situation in finale. So, I mean, a
okay.
voting, I don't count that. So you're entering finale with no votes against you.
Wow. I mean, I thought that might be the case, but I wasn't positive.
Right. Because you never know with night rounds, but
Right.
that's
Wow.
official now.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. Social game is on point, let me tell you.
Exactly. Now, the only downside is, if you know from seasons past, the finale is very competition heavy.
Yeah, yeah, no.
What are your expectations entering tomorrow for yourself?
Man, you know what? Like, unfortunately, I thought since premiere night that that if I made it to finale, that in my mind I won because I didn't know if I would be able to like win uh necessary comps in like a finale situation to win the game. I'm just not good at them. And so, I mean, it's a bummer. It's a bummer, I guess. I mean, I don't think. I mean, if it's not going to be votes and it's going to be all comp based, I mean, I just very well might come in fifth place. Um, but if that's the case, then I'll just be rooting on my other members of the demolition team as they take each other out.
All right. Let's just go back to the beginning of the
Okay.
game. Did
Okay.
you like did you like okay, this I'm terrible at phrasing this question.
Okay.
What unfolded in this game that you expected, and then what unfolded that you absolutely didn't expect? Like just on reflection.
Well, what I expected was that I expected my social game to carry me far, and I expected that you know me and Tyler would ride to the end together. That's my best friend. But what I didn't expect the demolition team alliance. I didn't expect that on premiere night that an idea Shane had would really bring the five of us together. The five, being DJ, Tyler, Thomas, Shane, and myself together, and that we would literally be in a good position in the beginning of the game, lose DJ, put ourselves in the minority, and then literally convince the majority alliance to pick each other off. And I don't know, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I knew me and Thomas would be cool because after the way Outbreak ended last season, I mean, me and Tyler got really close with Thomas, but I didn't expect to be close with Shane and DJ, or even trust them after them being the reason why I left last season. So
Right. It just shows that I think the most compelling thing about this game is that you wouldn't think so, but like this game really like builds and tears apart relationships with people.
yeah, yeah, it does. I can see that. I mean, I really can see that. I think, but going into this game, I had DJ and Derek both blocked, and so I had to unblock them obviously for this game. And I guess I just came to realize that I never thought I would ever trust DJ again. And actually, when Shane came to me about this alliance, me and Tyler about this alliance, I told Tyler and Shane, I said, y'all can put me in an alliance with DJ all you want, but when it comes down to five, he's the first person I'm picking off. And they were, because I'm gonna get him before he gets me. And they were like, I don't know, it's gonna be different. I think we can really trust each other. And I've never been in an alliance in a game where I really trusted every member of the alliance just as much as I trusted myself.
That
And
is a
so
huge testament to itself. Like, this is the first time that I've personally hosted, I feel like, a truly like unbreakable alliance.
it has been amazing. Like Roy, I'm literally shook. Like I'm like, I don't I didn't know this was even possible in an online big an online game situation. I didn't, because the personal connections you build with people, it's so much easier, it's done easier in person. And so I didn't think it was possible for us to do what we've done. But even though, and I knew that we trusted each other a lot on night 4. On night 4, is when we kind of started joking about voting for each other. But I realized, even we can joke about this because we know that it's not happening. And as the time has gone on and it continued to go, I'm like, we really trust each other a lot. Like, I would be surprised if anything happened the entire season that was a deviation away from the plans that we discussed together. Because everything that we wanted to happen happened.
Exactly. I don't know if I have any more questions for you.
I, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun. You've done great. You know, I am gonna take my success as never having had a vote cast against me the entire season, and that is just as good as winning to me. Like, that really shows me that these people really bought what I was selling. Like, they really did. They really did. Like, I knew either one or two things were gonna happen. I was gonna have a great social game, and people were really gonna believe me, or people were gonna try to get to Tyler by taking me out because they knew how close me and Tyler were. And I'm still blown away that no one came for me when they couldn't get Tyler. Like, I like that. That shocks me. Like, people on Stan Twitter know that me and Tyler are best friends. We host a game together, but still, no. They just let me be. Kept taking shots at Tyler, and I'm like, if the situation was reversed, like, and I was wanting to get somebody out, and they kept winning trial, I'm taking out their best friend. But nobody did it, and or even tried to do it, or even tried to do it, which
Exactly.
I don't know. It blows me away. I cannot believe we have pulled this off. I cannot believe we have pulled this off. Like, getting out, and I really think us getting out Gavin was the beginning of our steamrolling, because whenever we got out Gavin, they really started turning on each other. Like, they really had doubts. Like, well, if y'all just keep me safe, I'm willing to vote for so and so. But that's the only ally you really have in the game, is the person you're willing to vote for. And everybody thinks that Thomas, Shane, and Tyler are in an alliance but none of them think that I was a part of it the whole time. And
Exactly.
I don't understand how they how they didn't figure that out. Like even tonight when Fiora was talking, he just kept saying like, you know, how great he thought I was and all of this. Well, you know, I told Fiora on night 2 that I would never vote for him. And I never did vote for him. I always told Demolition Team, y'all, I can't vote for Fiora. Let me vote for somebody else. And it was no big deal to them. They were like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Like, I never even voted for him. When I promised him that, I meant it. And when he left tonight, he left. I didn't send him in there. Wasn't my doing. And so, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it just really blows me away that I think I'm going to come out in the best position with everybody that was eliminated than anybody else that was in my alliance, because they think they did all the work, but I had a lot of the strategy, the thinking going on, and I forced the issue about us always doing GH together because I wanted us to be able to talk about it and really like help convince them that what I was saying and what I was thinking would work. These last couple of votes worked that way because it was my idea. Like, let's do it this way. Like, there wouldn't have even been a split vote tonight. Shane and Thomas, they wanted to put all of the votes on one person. But I was like, no, I think we should split our votes tonight. Well, I'm glad we did.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, last thing, I'm really shocked that Shane won that advantage. Like, I am blown away shocked. Like, I don't know if it's because of if he had relationships with the people that were eliminated. You know, maybe they were his friends. I don't know, but I'm really shocked that he won that advantage.
Honestly, best thing I can say is I did record that entire jury deliberation, and yeah, and without giving away their reasoning, like they fully explained how they wanted to give away like the advantage and the disadvantage. So
I mean,
yeah,
I was pretty confident Fiora was going to get the disadvantage. Like, I was pretty confident in that. But I never saw it coming with Shane winning the advantage. Ever saw that. I never saw that coming. Now, I do think that a lot of reasons as to why I didn't get the advantage is because they all felt like I was already safe.
I'll just save you the time. That's exactly the reason why they said they thought you were safe anyway, so there was no need to give you safety.
I figured that was the case. I figured that was the case. They thought I was already safe anyway. I figured that. All right, well, I'll let you deal with the other people. I'm happy I never got a vote all season. I won. The end.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, let me get Mr. Shane in here.
Hello.
Hello, Shane.
Hi.
I'm sorry, like somebody is messaging me right now and I don't know what they're saying. They're in the middle of typing. Okay, so let's spill some tea about your game this season. We're just going to talk everything through. Like, this is the last DR of the season, you know. So you did receive the advantage from.
I did.
Do you have, okay, so you've basically had 24 hours to think on it. Do you have any idea why you think they gave it to you, or are you still like shocked?
I don't know. I feel like last season, I don't know. Hold up. I'm a mess right now. I don't know. I feel I've been told I'm a really good liar. So maybe I just like had like I lied to people, but like I didn't like cut their throats while they were doing it. I slowly stabbed them in the front if I had to let them go. And like maybe people just saw like I was being genuine because like sometimes I would tell people they were going home. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe someone in the jury or air quote jury, like debate was like, oh, we need to get Shane it because he's in trouble.
Well, I will say this. Every juror who was in the call at the end of their deliberation unanimously gave it to you.
Oh my god, really?
There were people who voted who were not in the call and did not hear any of the conversation, but everyone in the call did vote for you.
That's cute.
They voted for you because they thought you were playing if I remember correctly, now you may have to go back and watch the video of their deliberation, but if I'm remembering correctly, they said you played a very solid game up to this point, or rather up to, final six, and that they felt like you needed it more than some of the other people in the game who they felt like could have who didn't necessarily need it as badly. They
True.
felt like you needed it. I think one of the reasonings was because you were targeted in the last class trial.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, the only 2 votes you are aware of were cast against you in that last class trial at Final 7. And both of those votes were negated thanks to the Aegis.
Yes.
However, I will tell you that you did receive 3 votes all season. During one of the night rounds, you did receive a vote.
So I've only received 3 votes this season.
You've received 3 votes all season. 2 of those votes have been canceled out. You haven't been sent into treatment. You haven't won a trial, but you did win the first safety competition.
Yes.
How does that make you feel heading into tomorrow's finale, knowing that it's very competition heavy when you only have one competition win to your name?
Well, like, to me, like, I don't know, I feel like this season I wanted to focus on helping people try to win comps instead of winning them myself, because I didn't necessarily feel like I was always in danger. So I'd rather help someone out. Like Tyler, for example, I've helped him out a little bit just because I wanted him to be safe instead of me, because I knew I wasn't necessarily the main target.
Right. So another question that I did ask Stephanie, and I'm going to ask everybody. So, like, you're here. You're in finale. You're at Final 5. You're at Final 5 for the 2nd season in a row.
Yeah, I better not fall asleep.
you better not fall asleep, or you are in trouble, sir.
Oh my God.
Let's just go back to the beginning of the game. So, like, what is some of the stuff that happened that you expected? Like, what was some of the unexpected? Like, just if you want to just walk through this season for you, like, how has this journey been?
So we started off, and I was like, okay, I've seen the cast. Like, most of these people know each other. I'm kind of screwed going into this. So I wanted to rally up the troops of the people I did know. So Stephanie, Tyler, Thomas, and DJ. And I was like, let's just make an alliance. Like, if it fails, it fails. If it conquers, it conquers. So I definitely wanted to bring all of us together, because last season we did play, like, we were always like kind of working together, but it was never solid just because of the bypass, which really pulled us apart. It's like I got out Steph, and I had to take out Thomas to get that. So, everything was good for the first couple weeks, or first couple episodes. Like, we won the first safety challenge where we were all safe, which is kind of cute. But then I think our first hit was really when DJ went into the night trial or treatment, sorry.
Yep.
And then he went home. That was really like a wake-up call for all of us. And I think it really lit a fire under our asses to be like, okay, we need to do something. And while that was happening, I was also playing my own game by strategizing with other people on the other side of the house, like Gavin, Lewis. I did talk to Alan, but not more close to when he went home. I really wanted to talk to like the powerhouses of the other side to try to keep my name out of their mouths. I also pulled in Derek because I knew Derek was alone and he was targeting them. So I tried to use Derek kind of as a shield, but I also wanted to protect him because I knew he was always going to be targeted. So I kind of tried to do that, and I also wanted to get the irrelevant though, like Austin, Kale, and other people like that. And like up to this point, it's worked because somehow we've managed to survive as an alliance, the four of us, despite having they had like 6 people on the other side at one point, and now we're the majority going into the finale.
Right. All right. So I think another important question for you is because at the end of the day, one person does win this game.
Yeah.
Who do you feel like is your biggest competition heading into tomorrow?
Tyler. I think he's proved himself to win competitions if he needs to. Despite me helping him, he has also won a couple. And he's won one treatment, I believe.
That is correct.
But we've known like he's been targeted for them, so we try to keep his name out. If we can, or switch the votes to keep him in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely scared of that. And maybe Thomas. But I don't know if Thomas is really here to win.
So here is the question. If you could directly do something to them tomorrow, would you?
Like cut them off?
Or is your priority like making your Alliance Final Four, or are you going to try to optimize your odds at winning this game?
It's all situational. If we can do a Final Four, that'd be great. But if we have to drag Quincy along because we don't know what you're going to bring for us, if we're all going to be paired up against each other or whatever. So I definitely think it's very situational. Ideally would be to bring the Final Four, the Alliance to the end. But if it doesn't happen, then like I got to make the shot when I got to make the shot. Like it's the finale. I'm here to win.
Right. Any final thoughts? Any final statements for this season before it's said and done?
I'm glad I got to play again. Like hopefully I can beat my placement and not make fifth. And I really do like Demolition Team. Shout out to DJ for being like 4th boot. We got you. And like to everyone else, how did y'all not suspect us as an alliance? Like, really? We knew all the team. We got our leaks. And it wasn't just Thomas. Shout out to Lewis. Yeah, that's all.
Shane, it has been an absolute pleasure having you back. I was personally upset when you fell asleep at Final Five last season because
I didn't mean to.
No, I'm trying to be serious here. You had such a strong resume going for you, and so I am I try to leave my personal bias out of this, but I am so happy and proud that you've put yourself back in the same position you were last time. So here's your chance, quite literally, to rewrite history because you're going into the finale tomorrow at Final Five.
Yeah.
So I wish you luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And any last words, or should I go ahead and get the next finalist in this call?
Yeah, when I win tomorrow, your bio's gonna look really cute with my name next to Sean's. Is that 4-person winner circle? Oh! But if I don't win, I just hope someone from the Alliance wins.
All right. Thank you, Shane.
No problem.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get Thomas in here. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So, congratulations.
Phew.
You and Tyler are now both the first people to make 2 finales in this game.
Oh wow, our minds.
Also, I feel like I'm gonna spill some like truth bombs about this season from you, if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yep.
So, you came in swinging. You won the first safety comp.
Yep, that's true.
And then also, I should tell you, you've won 3 trials over the course of the season, including, like to say, you started the game off and you opened the door and you closed it because you won the first safety and you won the last trial.
Yeah, I thought that like tonight. When we were obviously we were on GH doing the last trial, like the Demolition Alliance, and like I was on mute, and like earlier today, I wrote notes on them, like Googled like alternative, because like some of the songs have alternative names. So I knew that would have tripped some of them up. So like I put myself on mute and we figured it out. How many did I get? Did I get all 6 or 5?
You got all 6.
I thought that. And then what I did is I submitted mine and then I took myself on mute and was like, y'all, I think I got them all. I was like, because the original plan was to give it to Tyler, but at this point, like, I'm nervous at this point in the game. Like, I don't know who's going to cut who, so I wasn't going to give Tyler a win when I knew, like, I could have it and then make him second. So I gave them all the right song lists, knowing that my vote would be the one. So I had to make sure my vote, I gave them the idea of like, look, we have to split tonight. I was like, we have to put 2 on Quincy, 2 on Fiora. So then I deliberately made sure my vote was the same as Tyler, so it looked like Tyler still won. And of course, that DJ Blindside is like on my name too. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even get to that yet.
oh, sorry, like, but yeah, like I kind of thought I had tonight in the bag.
Yeah. How do you think that the demolition team is going to react when they find out that you were the one that essentially you were the spark plug for DJ going home?
Like, in a way, I think they, especially Shane might not take it the best, but I think he will be the one to understand why. Because when me and him were in private GHs, we were like, look, we have to like stick together. If there is like a twist there, we have to separate Steph and Tyler at the end. Because of course we don't know how finale is going to work at that point. We still don't. But he confirmed that in that, like, I got that added to that alliance to be at the bottom. Like, he said that, like, after DJ went away, like, he was like, look, me and DJ were a duo, Steph and Ty were a duo, and you were just there at the bottom. And I knew that. That's how I knew I had to get rid of DJ. And throughout the season, I was, like, contemplating voting, like, or flipping on Tyler or Steph. But with doing that, I would have to be honest with Steph, because I couldn't lie to her. But I don't know how they're going to take it. Like, they should respect it for game because that is what it was. DJ, I'm not even sure how DJ will take it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a fun little bombshell to drop in this reunion, in this after party, if there is one.
Yeah, that is true indeed.
Be like, by the way, y'all, yeah, Thomas did that.
But I'm really a big shout out to Gavin for like taking the gun on that one. Like if he never said that, like I could have been busted by now if he never took full responsibility. Like
Yeah.
I could be busted. They could have started an investigation and cut me out. But shout out to Gavin for taking the fall, I guess.
Yeah. So also you heading into tonight, you didn't have any votes against you.
Oh wow! I thought that, and then tonight I had 2. I'm guessing
Tonight you got 2 votes.
2. I thought that was happening. Like, me like I could tell Fiora was lying. Like last night in the GH when it all popped off. And Shane left, so me and Fiora were talking. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my vote on Tyler," and like I know when someone's lying to me, so I was like, "Girl, no, you're not." So my vote is going on you. But yeah, I thought I kind of did okay vote wise this season, but that's because I worked both sides and that kind of worked. We were telling Quincy like just there like how we like about the alliance and all that, and he was shook. And I explained how I'm sitting on one GH to them and sitting on one GH to the Demolition, letting Demolition listen into everything they're saying. Like, I did the most this season, like, and I don't regret any of it.
All right. Also, yeah, so you obviously you didn't go into treatment this season. Um, who do you feel like is your biggest competition heading into tomorrow? Not knowing any of the comps, not knowing any of that stuff. Who do you feel like is the biggest threat to win this thing?
Competition is between. I could be overlooking Stephanie, or underlooking Stephanie and Quincy, but I think it's a head-to-head between me, Tyler, and Shane.
Now, I think a question to ask on top of that, if you have a chance to optimize yourself at winning tomorrow, are you going to take that shot? Or are you going to be more like what you guys have been saying since DJ went home, that this is the Final Four? Are you going to try and make sure that you guys make Final Four?
I mean, me and Shane, I think, will stick close to a duo. Like, and if we get the opportunity to take out either Steph or Tyler, we're going to do it. And it's more likely to be Tyler because we know in the end, and bless her, but we are presuming, maybe wrongly so, that we can beat Steph.
Right. Do you have any final thoughts on the season? On how? Oh, I completely forgot one of the questions I have. Expectations at the beginning of the season versus now. Like, what happened that you thought was going to happen? Like, what completely like blindsided you in a way that happened that you didn't expect to happen?
I felt like at the start of the season, finding out all the different twists. Of course, I think they had everyone nervous. Like, and that was like me included. Like the Clash trials, like having to expose your vote. So you had to make sure that you were voting in someone that was going. Otherwise, they were coming after you. Night round, I was like, as soon as I saw that twist, I knew that was like a chance to take a shot. So when I was confident with winning, I put DJ's name in, and that paid off. But like, I didn't expect to get this far. I thought my game would have blew up worth both sides, but it's evidently not.
Well, I just wanted to say that I've personally like really enjoyed having you every time. Obviously, you had very strong games both seasons. You made finale. You cut a little bit short last time.
Yeah.
But
that bypass twist is ugly. Never bring it back.
Any final thoughts, or should I go ahead and get the next person in?
Oh, I'll just let you get Tyler because I know he's homework in bed.
That's very true. All right.
Thank
you. Bye, Thomas.
Bye bye.
All right, I need to refill my water. I was actually typing a message to you, so just feel free to say whatever you want, and then I'll just go ahead and ramble if you want for a minute, and then when I get back, I'll have questions. Okay?
Okay. So, freaking Thomas told me on the GH that there was this whole Demolition Alliance, and that they'd actually been playing us. Thomas was a snake. He had recorded some people saying stuff on the GH, and it was going to the other people, and I was just like, wow, yeah, that seems probably about right. Like, yeah. So, I basically had no chance in winning. Like, there was nothing we could have done to stop them. But I think I did the best just by laying low and not making a threat for myself. And yeah, because the other team was obviously going to win no matter what. So it was cool that was like the least threatening or whatever, so I was like their least like target. So yeah, they and I also won three freaking trials. Like how cool is that? Like trial master over here. Like what?
Yeah, I was gonna say we were gonna talk about that. It's treatments. Trials are the super votes.
Right. All right. They both start with T. Okay, so it's like it's confusing.
Both start with TR. Yeah. Okay, so this season, you won 3 treatments, which I believe I can check the chart. I believe that ties you with Derek for the most this season. Yes, that ties you with Derek for the most this season. Also, you had 11 votes cast against you. So I believe I can check that again as well. A few people actually received more votes than you did, but you definitely have the most votes cast against you for anyone in this finale.
That's pretty crazy, to be honest. Like, yeah. Yikes. Fucking cat. Yeah.
Oh, I actually forgot. I actually made a mistake when I was talking to Thomas earlier. You, Thomas, and Tyler. Ironically, this is season 4, and we have one person who made finale in each season in finale for this season.
Oh, that's cool.
So, last time you were in finale, you did end up making final 2.
But
Do you think?
Because of a stupid decision.
Do you think? How do you think you'll fare this time?
So I think my best shot is against Stephanie, to be honest, because she sucks at competitions just like me. But I can turn it out, and I just don't see her turning it out. So I just like I'm hoping I can just be luck of the draw, be with Stephanie. Other than that, if it has anything to do with math, words, anything to do with like games, like you play on your iPhone, I'm pretty much screwed. Maybe a puzzle, maybe. If it's a slide puzzle, I 100% can win. But I'm just like, it's not looking too great for me. But I always get lucky in Outbreak because at first, like, I don't know, like I think there's a chance that I could go maybe top 3, but of actually winning, I don't really think so. But it's like I don't know. I'm just like I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, and I keep telling myself that every single round. So like it's like who knows? I might just be saying that all the way up until the win, like which probably won't happen, but never know, right? It's like whatever.
Right. Okay, I'm trying to think here. So it seemed like for your game, if we're going to go back and reflect, it seemed like you were more so on top of the situation. Oh, that's also a thing. You were the only person still in the game who took place in the first class trial.
True.
Because everyone in the top 6, including Fiora, was safe. So you were the only person tonight who has been involved truly in every round of this game.
Wait, that has been what?
But truly involved because they had safety, so they didn't have to do the first class trial, and you did.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I've been at every single one.
And I'm just thinking here, the first time you went in was top 12 against DJ.
Against DJ, right?
You were tied with Tyler that night. But otherwise, up until when would you say you feel like the game flipped on you? Because truth was, you were like in the majority of the vote for the beginning half of this season, and then it seemed to just fall apart at the end.
I think once the Militia Alliance with Thomas, Stephanie, Tyler, and Shane, once they like really got footing, I think it was just over. And I don't think truly there was anything my side could have done because we all trusted Thomas, and Thomas was going back to his alliance, like telling him what to do. So, like Yeah, I don't think there was much we could do, but it's kind of cool how I like made myself um the least threatening, and so that even though like I don't know, it's just kind of cool that like they think of me that I'm so like not threatening that they're like, oh, you're never our target, blah blah blah. But yeah, I always like stay in the treatments and stuff. So it's like you're never our target because you're weak. But then it's like when I need to actually turn it off, turn it out, or my game, or I'll go home. Like I ended up doing it, you know. So it's like just kind of cool how I won the most. Um, or not the I won the most um treatments out of everyone in the game, but yet they like think I'm like tied with Stephanie for like the least threatening. So I think that's like really what I have going for me right now.
All right. And obviously you did bring up this Demolition Alliance. Um, how do you feel about it now knowing well, I mean obviously at the end they've told you some stuff.
They've
How do you feel
they've
about
told me a lot how they leaked all the information and like Stephanie like when I came to Stephanie, she like told them on the call, and I'm first of all I'm fucking bitter as fuck because I was in the fucking third season, so I should be in that fucking alliance, even though I was out first. What the fuck ever, I was still in that. So, um, anyways, um, I'm just like I'm really. I don't want Fiora to know because he was so hurt when Thomas played the idol, and if he finds out that he was playing her the whole time, I feel like Fiora's gonna be really mad at that. So I don't know. I'm just like I'm not really surprised. Like everything just always seemed to go their way. So like I mean yeah. It kind of sucks because like I didn't see it coming, and they all told me like, oh yeah, there was basically nothing you could do. We were always gonna win, and like, cause like you know when you're playing really hard and you're like, me and Gavin like, we got this, and then we're like, oh man, they just got us. How do they know this? And when it's like when they told me like, oh yeah, you like there was never like you were never even gonna have a chance of winning. It was not gonna lie, it was pretty sad. Like it was just kind of like, oh really? So like that was all just like, oh. So it's kind of sad, but like, I don't know. It's like it's expected though. Like, yeah.
All right. Last question I have is expectations coming into the season versus now. What's different? What's the same? Like what were you right about? What were you wrong about?
Well, coming into the season, I got last place last time, so it was like I was like, there's like whatever I do, as long as I don't go home first, I will be fine. Like the second time I played third season, I had just come off getting second place. I was like, like come on, like I'm on this hot not streak, but like I'm just like coming off of such a good run. Um, honestly, even had such a good shot at winning. I just had to freaking say, Colleen, okay, you can do the puzzle, and then I would have won. But yeah. So there's that, and then I in season 3, I got it first, and I was like, so there's nowhere to down there. So I was kind of playing just a lot, like not really thinking about stuff. I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna go have fun, just because like Outbreak, it's like there's like not never like a boring season. Like you're always so entertained because it's like it's so like secretive, but like strategy too. So I was like, you know what? It's just let's just go have a good time, you know. And I think I did. Like I was so entertained this whole time. Uh, let's see expectations. I actually expected to be like and more like the first time because the first time it was like I like okay, so the first time it was like a new game. There were like some people who weren't like trying as much, like Jake and Esther, and who were some of the people like Nicole season 1. They weren't like they were just like kind of there, right? And I like understood it a lot better than some of the people there. So like it was really easy to like when I got Matt V out, like it was really like I was like I'm such a mastermind. And then this time I thought I could do the same, but it's like this is like people like get it now. Like it's the 4th season. The game has evolved, you know? Um So I found it a lot more harder to kind of like take advantage of people. Um and it was, I don't know, it was just, I did not expect Fior to be the way they were. Like, I like, not gonna lie, when they said that they were like playing a character, I like kind of believe them because like it's like I like the person I know Fior that is all like laid back and like blah blah blah. I don't like, I feel like maybe not like a character, but like I don't know. Sometimes like you just get into acting something and you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this, and then you realize, oh wait, that's not who I want to be. So I could just go back to be myself. So like, I don't really hold anything against her. Like I think it was like a game, and they got hurt because they really trusted Thomas, and like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. Any final thoughts before you head into tomorrow?
Final thoughts is that I just like, even if I get out fifth and I get fifth place, I'll still have survived 3 treatments and 10 other people. So I'd say I did really, I'm so literally, I really did that. Like, oh my God, I'm so good. Um, and like, I don't know. I just like, even if just, I think I'm gonna go into finale like just like I came this game, you know? It's 4 against 1 right now, so there's nowhere to go but uh wait,
Yeah,
is that
at this point for you, it's either up or out, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of. It's either up or out. So like, and if I'm out, like I would still be so proud of myself. So that's how it kind of was with coming into this game. I was like, it's either I go up or I get out first. So I'm just like, I'm ready to go. Like, let's do this. Like, I'm so excited.
Also, I want to apologize if I triggered any PTSD by like having final 14 of this game be a fracture, because that's how last season began.
Ugh,
So
my God.
so I'm happy that you got through that.
Same.
You you are my OG finalist. Like from the first game, like Austin couldn't make it this far. I'm trying to even remember who else was even in that
It
finale.
was me, Austin, Gavin, Colleen, and Dominic.
Yeah, Gavin couldn't make it as far this time. So you're the person from season 1 who has made finale twice.
Hey,
So,
hey.
so if you so at least leave this game with that you have proven yourself, that you know how to work this game, you know how to play this game because you've made it to the end twice.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
All right.
I
With
feel
that
like
being
it's like Suri from Survivor, you know, like if she can get in the game, she'll go far. But if she can't get her holdings like in here versus Village, she'll be out quickly. That was like me.
Mhm.
Except I'm no one like no near like Suri. She's a legend. But I just feel like in that like placement.
Right. Well, I wish you luck for tomorrow. Everything
Thank you
I
very
told
much.
you to do, make sure you do it. And
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and get the next person in. And I
All
think
right.
it's
Good
the
night,
last.
Rory. Have a good night.
Good night, Quincy.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. All right. And last but not least, let me set this alarm for tomorrow being 10. I'm going to set it for 10:15 p.m. There we go. We're ready to roll. All right. Ooh. Let's see. All right. Is this going to be it? Is Tyler going to make it? Just going to get Tyler stuff ready. What can I say except... All right, I'll just go on mute. If I know how to edit, I just cut this part out, I think. All right, Tyler should be here shortly. Hello.
He's here.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's talk about some stuff that happened with you this season, if you don't mind. You were pretty much under fire, it seems like, from the jump. You were a target from the beginning of the game. I mean, do you think I'm wrong in saying
Oh,
that?
no, absolutely. I thought I was going into treatment most nights.
I noticed you keep saying that. Or, I mean, you would say that in chats and stuff, definitely. You won the first safety of the season. First safety comp, so it kept you out of the first class trial, and then you immediately won the next treatment, and then you were almost put in, like the next round. The first you were vulnerable, you almost went in. So if we want to just go over stuff, you had the one treatment win. No. Yeah, you had the one treatment win. I'm right in saying that. I meant to say one safety win, but you did have the one treatment win. You had 3 trial wins. I don't know if you knew that because some of those rounds might have been night rounds. And you had 7 votes cast against you all season.
Ugly. Way more than last season.
Yes, a lot more than last season for sure. Anything in particular that kind of like surprised you this season?
Oh my god. I thought I was going to get targeted. So, like, I'm not particularly surprised. I thought I was going to get targeted just based on having been second place last season. And, like, if anybody watched, like, they clearly saw that, like, I was okay at the game. Like, I wasn't terrible last season.
Exactly. Yeah, and I was going to say you, Thomas and Quincy. Ironically, I have one finalist from each season in this finale.
Well, that's iconic.
Yeah, Quincy from season 1, Thomas from season 2, and then you from season 3. So you've gone back to back. Actually, technically, you only lost the final challenge of last season, so you were the only person, other than the winners who have played one time, to have never been eliminated from this game.
Iconic. Well, hopefully I'll not get eliminated and continue that.
Right. I think a good point to bring up, though, is that you know from personal experience that the finale is competition heavy.
Yeah.
Who do you feel like is your biggest competition at this point?
If we're looking at who's... Okay, so one comp I think will be something about the season. Well, I'm hoping. Anyway, obviously don't know. And with that, I'm confident Thomas would be my biggest competition. I'm confident and probably that Thomas is my biggest competition overall. Maybe Shane.
Mm-hmm.
I think Quincy and Stephanie I could beat pretty easily.
Right. So if you had a chance to optimize your odds of winning tomorrow, would you take that shot?
I don't know. I'm so torn because on the one hand we're so close and we could be the final 4 together, and how iconic would that be? But also, I know that if I got the chance at like 5, I would be a fool not to get to put either Shane or Thomas up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I don't know.
I
know Steph won't flip on them.
Right. Okay, so some other stuff that happened this season is Thomas is the one who got the idol. Obviously you didn't know. I was
shook. Oh my god.
And then also Shane receiving the advantage from the eliminated.
Also shook. I knew it wasn't me. I knew I wasn't going to get it in the first place.
Why do you think you didn't have a chance at getting it?
Well, to be quite honest, I thought Thomas or I was going to get the despair. Just based on the fact that, like, the sheer number that it looks like the two of us, or from the outsider's perspective, it looks like the two of us had just like sent out and sent into the jury.
Right.
Me especially, because I kept winning. I won only basically freaking day trials. Or you said I won 3 trials, so I only won day trials then.
Yeah.
Which means my trials were always exposed. And then every trial after mine was a night trial where I was almost going up. So it was just insane.
On top of that, you probably gave one of my favorite lines ever in this game of saying, like, next time actually try taking a shot at me in the light.
See, and they stopped. They learned their lesson. They learned better.
You went off on them. That's one of my personal favorite moments from this season.
It was just so annoying. They just kept doing it. Oh my god. And then we took over the next night. Oh my god.
Exactly. So yeah, the demolition team, we've already talked about them a little bit. Any final thoughts about them?
Icons. I wish DJ had made the final 5 with us. However, then I would want DJ out because DJ's really good at this game.
I mean, that's not a lie. He is. I mean, he's already won. He was the only winner this season.
I can't believe he picked Guilty Party.
That's honestly, I didn't think anyone would ever pick that. So I'm happy it got used at least, because I never expected it to. Like
exactly. We didn't get a vote.
Only
unless we get it tomorrow. But I don't know how tomorrow works.
Right. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I mean, I only told you guys I'm going to be tweeting out a video, and then it'll be over 3 rounds.
Yeah. I'm interested to see, though, because it's 5 of final, which it was, the way I'm understanding it, in the other 2 seasons, but it's not how it was in our season.
Right. I've made sure to mix it up nice and good. Yeah. Last time I had a final 5 was season 1, because I think I did final 4s for the last 2 seasons. Yeah, that's right. I'm not confused. I'm not confusing myself. That is the truth.
Yeah, Quincy was explaining his season's final 5 finale to us in the call after you left.
Yeah, so you have been you have been the focal point of this entire season. And
oh my god, T.
And
I did that.
Last season you had a fantastic showing for a rookie season for your first season as well. So like, just doesn't stop with you, does it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever throw a comp. Well, I wanted to throw comps early on. That was my plan. But then that sort of went out the window because they started targeting me.
Right. I'm just trying to think of any final thoughts, because I literally, I cannot think right now.
Oh my god. My dream is to sit in the final 2 with Steph.
Odds you think that'll happen?
Not very high. If I'm being honest. But we'll see. I don't think I will be in the final 2.
You don't?
No.
Who
I
do you
think they'll
think?
treatment me out.
I was gonna say, then who do you think will be in the final 2 if you had to make a guess?
I think Thomas and Shane, because I think if there's any sort of vote tomorrow, they'll try and get me into treatment because one of us has to play treatment. We realize that at this point, if there is a treatment to be played. So I think that they would try and put me in against Quincy and hope Quincy could beat me. Or they might also be sneaky and hope that I would pick a house vote. But I'm not picking a house vote, and I will never pick a house vote. These people aren't voting me out, Roy.
Nope, you're not going to give them the satisfaction.
No, if they want me out, I will lose my way out.
Fair enough.
I lost my way out last season, and I'm going big this season, and I'm going for the win this time again.
Right.
I have my notes ready. I'm ready to play.
Good.
I hope it's a memory comp.
Any final thoughts?
Not that I can think of. Let's
All
do
right.
this. Oh my
All right.
god.
Tomorrow night, 10:20, around 10:20, 10:30. We'll
Sounds
begin.
good. I didn't think I'd be in finale 2 seasons in a row.
I don't think anybody, honestly, like you were targeted so heavily, I didn't expect you to make it this far.
Oh my god, I didn't think anybody from Demolition would be here.
You guys were able to flip the game when you needed it.
Yep. Those
And
treatments.
And the irony is, I think you guys flipped the game during a public voting round. All the votes were exposed is when you flip the game, which seems like the most impossible time to flip the game.
They were shook, too. They never expected that we were going to vote Quincy. They thought everybody was going to vote Gavin, and it was going to be me and Gavin in treatment.
Whew. They were blindsided, and they did it themselves.
However, Lewis also had a pretty cute face when I put him up last night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice it originally because I was on Twitter competing in an immunity challenge when we were doing the GH. And afterwards, either Thomas or Shane were like, yeah, did you see Lewis's face? He was so surprised when you put him up.
Oh, man. Like, it's just moment after moment. There's never a dull moment in this game. And that's why
Oh my god, we pulled off some upsets this season. We've gotten some crazy people into trial or treatment that nobody expected.
Oh, man. Just what a season, honestly.
Austin, nobody expected Austin to go home.
No, and he did.
Nobody expected Quincy to go up when DJ went home.
Oh my god, I think everybody just assumed Quincy was over against DJ. And then DJ goes home. And then...
Oh my god. When you discover that Quincy is the real treatment assassin this season.
Yeah.
He's won 3.
Yep, Quincy won 3 and Derek won 3, so tied for the assassin title.
Oh my god, I beat Derek. Champion.
Yes, you ended his streak.
Oh my god. I didn't want to compete against him though. That was the thing. Like, it's sort of like these last couple where they've all been like, "Oh, I love you." Like Gavin, Quincy, Alan, Lewis.
Yeah, since we hit single digits.
Quincy, Fiora. We've just continued to take them down. Like, that's just a continued pattern. But on top of that, like, I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, it's just friends playing against each other.
Right.
That was where I was going.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is I feel like this game has like brought people together and torn people apart, and I hope sometimes, like, for the tearing apart phase, that I hope people remember that at the end of the day it is just a game. But you'll never But like, I know people can hold grudges. I know from firsthand experience. So
also T.
Well, I think I'm gonna stop this because I think you got, obviously we got stuff to take care of, and so
yeah.
Thank you so much for playing this season.
Of course, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Not honestly, the pleasure is mine. So with that, I'm going to stop this broadcast of the final DRs of this season.